Hi, thanks for joining in. My name is Basha and welcome to my channel. I've just been watering my orchids and I thought I'm just gonna give you a quick update on what's actually in flower in my collection. Obviously there's a bunch of Phalaenopsis that are spiking currently, and my Oncidiums are still in spike. They've not formed the flowers yet. But I thought I'm gonna show you this gorgeous No ID Vanda. I have imported this one, I think it's the beginning of this year or last year, maybe the end of last year, from Thailand, and this is her third flowering now. She did flower for me a few months after the import, which was quite impressive, and then she flowered just before my holidays, and she flowered from the same leaf axis, and I will show you just that now if I can. But obviously because I was going on holidays and I wasn't sure what's going on, I've cut off the flower spike. But as you can see here, it's not gonna focus. There is one flower spike and there is one next to that as well. The camera is not focusing properly. Obviously I've never ever seen that on Vanda before, and because I was going on holidays I thought I will cut that flower spike off, which I did, but now it's flowering again. So it's been flowering throughout the year, regardless the season really. The flowers are, like I said, they're quite, in my previous video, and they're quite small, and the petals and sepals are quite pulled back, which is, I think, makes me believe that this is a hybrid with Denisoniana. I can't detect the fragrance yet. It was more fragrant when it flowered in the spring and summer. It's not really fragrant at the moment, unless if it indeed is Denisoniana, it might be fragrant at night. I've not had a chance to check. And again, the flowers are quite brown this time. I'm not remember when I had I will insert the photo from the seller. The flowers were quite vivid yellow. And then obviously I will insert maybe a little video of what the flowers looked like last time when it was flowering. This time I've got an impression that it's flowering a little bit kind of on the brown side, but still got the gorgeous tessellation. And obviously for me, what's the best about these flowers is the lip, because it's kind of like a raspberry juice lip. If only had a scent of the raspberry juice as well, that would be amazing. However, you can't have everything. So yeah, so those are the flowers, and they are pretty nice. There we go. So that's the #1 orchid with the flowers for me. As I have mentioned before, most of my Phalaenopsis are spiking, but some of them are in flower. So this one is Phalaenopsis double shot. So not fragrant, not that I can detect the fragrance at the moment. It's been open for I think maybe 2 weeks now. I love the pattern and I love the crispy white as well as a background. And I love the fuzzy lip. I think maybe it's got a little bit of tetraspis in it, quite possible. I will see the parentage and I will see if I can include that on the screen. But it's definitely, the flower is quite big as well. It's not on the small side. It's not obviously as big as the complex hybrids Phalaenopsis, but still it's pretty decent size, I would say. And like I said, the pattern is definitely the wow factor in this flower. Next is the gorgeous BLC Copper Queen, and this flower is on its way out. She's been in flower already for about, I would say, 4 to 5 weeks. The flower comes up gorgeous blushing pink and then progresses into this gorgeous copper yellow with beautiful lip that has still got a kind of blush on its edges, and obviously the freckles inside. Yes, so this is one of those cattleyas that changes colors as they mature. Like I said, this flower is on its way out now currently, but I didn't manage to film it when it just came out. This one flowers for me every single year on one mature pseudobulb. So it produces one pseudobulb a year. I did try to kind of prompt her to produce 2 pseudobulbs. So I cut the rhizome, hoping that she's gonna produce, you know, another direction of growth. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. She's still just growing 1 pseudobulb a year, which is not bad, to be honest with you, because obviously she's, you know, she's flowering every single year, regardless how she's being treated throughout the year. Next we have Phalaenopsis Allura VTA. The flowers are kind of neon-y in color, if that's even a word. It's not actually translating well on the camera, but they are very, very vivid, those colors. The flowers are fragrant, and the fragrance reminds me of Phalaenopsis Leodoro. It flowers very reliably. I think it's its 3rd flowering right now. It doesn't matter on the season. It grows pretty extensive root system, and it's overall very, very easy grower. I've never had any problems with it. It's not growing massive amount of leaves. At the moment it's got 3 leaves and one of it is yellowing. The leaves are quite big in size, and the orchid itself is quite big in size. The flowers are typical flowers, like on, I would say, a little bit smaller than Leodoro. But yeah, they are absolutely gorgeous, and the fragrance is quite strong when it hits the sun. So yes, the flowers hits the sun. So yes, definitely gorgeous little one. And the last orchid to be mentioned in this video is Phalaenopsis Linden Mix Zebra 708. This flower has been out for quite some time now. Obviously, Linden Zebra Mix, it's kind of a big family of Phalaenopsis. The flowers are very variable, but I like my type because I love this gorgeous pattern on the sepals and petals, and obviously I love the background, which is kind of dreamy buttery yellow, and the stained lip. It is fragrant. It's gonna go a very fruity fragrance, I would say. It's not a big orchid itself. Flowers again a few times a year, regardless of the season. And I am happy. I'm really, really happy with my type of zebra, shall I say. So this is the last orchid. As I have mentioned previously, I have got loads of orchids in spikes and buds. And one of my favorite Vandas as well is at the moment in bud. I'm not gonna say which one it is. Hopefully I will be making video with the flowers soon. And yes, and hopefully I'm gonna have loads of more flowers to show. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!